Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Happy weekend. The news updates. We have adopted a new strategy to tackle insecurity in our state. That's according to the governor of Niger State. Niger State Governor, talking about Umar Bango Mohammed, have stated that the state have adopted new strategy. He said this strategy is to make sure that insecurity becomes a thing of the past in his own state. You will recall that the state was hit recently by terrorist attack that saw the life of 13 troops in Chukuba ward went down the drain. Yes, Shiroro local government area. Yes, 13 troops lost their lives in that terrorist attack. The same terrorists also claim responsibility for an attack that killed soldiers along the Zungeru, Tengina route in the Madaka ward of Rafi local government area of the same Niger state. They also claim responsibility of bringing down a Nigerian Air Force helicopter last Monday. Of course, in that attack, over 36 Air Force personnel lost their lives. Yes, they said they brought down that helicopter and military officers, their lives went out the drain in that attack. Now the governor of that state, Bago Mohammed, said, look, he is ready now to dialogue with terrorists. Say he will go into negotiation. He will dialogue with terrorists to end insecurity. That's his own strategy to end insecurity. And he has briefed the state house. He has briefed Abuja, talking about the Aso Rock, and they have given him go ahead to go and dialogue with terrorists. Nigeria, which were. This is contraption indeed. Now let me quote some part of the statement of the governor of Niger State, Mohammed Bago. I quote, "Unfortunately, we lost some of the armed forces, both the Air Force and the Army, and again, we commiserate with the Nigerian Air Force over the losses and the armed forces in general. We also thank them for their collaboration. They have been very supportive. They have helped us seriously. We have come to the villa now. My senators, the members of the House of Representatives, also thank Mr. President for his support. We need a lot of collaboration from the local communities, the presidency, and the state. We are looking at two options. The first is non-kinetic. As a government, we have put in machinery to start talking to the bandits and other elements that are not in tandem with living peacefully. As a government, we have created a Ministry of Nomadic and Pastoral Affairs to look at the issues of Fulani herdsmen. You will need to understand that Niger State has the largest congregation in the world of Fulani herdsmen. Niger State is 8.3 million acres of land with bodies of water. The pastoral environment is very good for grazing, and a lot of Fulani across the world, not just Africa, converge in Niger State. So we don't want them to leave. We don't want any major military activities while we talk to them, bandits. If we don't get to that level, probably we have to go fully military." End of quote. This is the statement of the governor of Niger State, talking about Mohammed Omar Bago. Now he said that they have gotten the support of the federal government to tackle these terrorists in this manner. Negotiation, dialogue, have this kind of interaction with terrorists. These are the notable points. He said, one, they will start to talk to the bandits and other elements that are not in tandem with living peacefully. Now you are talking with people who are not in tandem with living peacefully. That the terrorist doesn't want to live in peace. They don't like it, and you just want to start talking to them so that they will start knowing how to live in peace. This is out nonsense. You have seen the irony there. And you see what they are doing in the Southeast, because people are just making demonstrations. Not even demonstrations. Demonstrations have stopped for almost 5 years now. Nobody's demonstrating anywhere in the Southeast. It's just sit at home that people are doing. Just they stay at home. No lives will be lost. Just stay at home, and these people will send troops, army. Okay, they will send mercenaries to the southeast because of what? Sit at home. Now they said they are trying to talk to people who doesn't want to live in peace. They say these people detest living in peace. They want war, crisis, but still want to talk to them. Now, second point is this. Say, Niger State has the largest congregation of Fulani herdsmen in the world. Largest congregation of Fulani herdsmen in the world. And you are still asking, what is insecurity doing in northern Nigeria? Insecurity. No, of course, when they say this, they have the largest concentration of herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen in the whole world. In Niger State, you have the largest concentration. So, what then do you ask about insecurity? Okay, they say they don't want these herdsmen to do what? To live. That's what the government is saying. And you said you want to tackle insecurity. And you don't want herdsmen to live. The terrorists. Again, he said, a lot of Fulani across the world, not just Africa, converge in Niger State. A lot of Fulani across the whole world converge in Africa. And he said the Niger State has the highest concentration or congregation of Fulani herdsmen across the whole world. Nigerian though. That is why every southeastern Nigeria, every southern Nigeria, if not southeast, should think of how to, severe relationship and make these things that is not working, to end. Talking about the contraption. The more you stay in Nigeria, the more problem you will have. You have been told that the highest concentration of Fulani herdsmen in the whole world is in Nigeria. You have been told that they don't want them to live. You have been told that they have the highest population. Okay? You have been told that they are coming from not just Africa, but other parts of the world coming to Nigeria. That's what the governor is saying. The governor admitted that the highest, in the whole of Africa, where you see the highest concentration of Fulani herdsmen is in Niger State, that is in Nigeria, very close to Abuja. Okay? And that is where you have they are moving from other countries of the world, not just Africa, to migrate to Niger State, and they will stay there. They don't want the migrants to leave. What is happening? This is an eye-opener for us, those who have not seen, those who are still lagging behind in the area of enlightenment, particularly those who are still talking about one Nigeria. That's the people we are trying to educate in this whole matter, because this is getting out of hand. You have seen it, and come to think of it, our own governors in the southeast, what are they doing? Look at people are protecting terrorists, and you yourself, you are attacking your own people. You ask them to bring troops to attack your communities. Southeast governors, shame, 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 shame. Shame, 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 shame. Shame unto all of you. You have behaved like cowards. Look at what's happening in northern Nigeria. They are bold enough to come out and said they are protecting terrorists. They are dialoguing with terrorists. But you said it is kinetic. Come bring troops. Kill them. Fire them. IPOB, where are they? People who are just staying at home and making, this request that the only that should be released. Civil disobedience. You cannot tolerate it. You send troops, army, against your people. Innocent civilians. Look at how terrorists have been treated in northern Nigeria by their governors. And the president is giving support. Shame, 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 shame to southeastern governors.